So Hannah, what do you do?
Well, generally, I am a dentist, and sometimes, most of the time, I am an on-call forensic odontologist where I am called in by law enforcement, coroners, medical examiners, and they have me come in at crime scenes to examine dead bodies. Usually, if it's a bite victim, I take molds of where the bite wound is, and then their suspects, I also take molds of their teeth, and I compare the two to see what the real crime was.
So what type of people do you work with, Hannah?
Well, cardio, usually a regular dentist. I work with young people, old people, middle-aged people, and but when it comes to forensic odontology, I work with usually dead bodies, past rigor mortis. Sometimes there's the occasional where the bite victim may have gotten away, and that is the usual intake of people. And I also work with food that will be found at the crime scene, and chewed up food, gum, apples, bread, like that.
So Hannah, where do you usually work at?
Well, usually a forensic odontologist, an on-call one, we get jobs where we either work in the night, we work in the day. I can work in the dust. I can work with really bad smells. I can work outside in the rain, as you can see. Usually that consists of a lot of mud and long hours.
So how much money does Hannah make?
All green all day, baby.
Oh, very nice, Hannah, very nice.
When I was back in high school, I read that this job outlook was excellent, so I'm not worried about anyone taking it, which, you know, I get about $250 an hour with my line of experience and highest level of education, which, if you know your math like I do, that's about $150,000 to $180,000 a year. Green's my favorite color. Cardio, have you ever wanted to be a forensic odontologist?
No, Hannah.
Well, in case you ever want to get into the business of forensic odontology, you might want to have the skills that we forensic odontologists portray. Follow me. Mostly, we have very strong organizational skills. Let's keep going. You have to be very well with communicating with your victims and your patients. Like, we may not be on the job right now, but you have to portray them in all cases. Like here, sir. Hello, how are you feeling today?
It hurts.
Let me see. You have to be very analytical and precise in order to establish them with the correct diagnosis. Yeah, it's pretty messed up in there. Braces will not do you any good. We'll be right with you. Thank you. Let's keep going. You have to be very methodical in all the work that you do. And being a keen expert on technology is very important. We work very well with radiologic technologists because they are great.
So Hannah, what do you like and dislike about your job?
Well, I like the fact that I get to help identifying people, and I get to work with people every day, which I love. I learn something new every day, and I make a lot of money. The negative aspects of my job are that I don't like working with the nasty bodies that sometimes I get in. There's a lot of emotional stress and dedication, and there's a lot of long hours that I have to deal with.
Hannah, somebody's been attacked on steroid. We need you now.
Let's go. We have here a woman found dead on the staircase, and us forensic odontologists, we have a special certificate in identifying the unknown remains of a body. And as I can tell, this female victim is Lauren Card, female of 16 years old. And it looks as if she has a pretty good sized bite mark under her right mandible. We must take detailed notes in our heads, as if right now I do not have any writing materials with me. So first I will start by taking cranial measurements, and then I'll move into teeth impressions and x-rays and photos. So first we'll take the cranial. Seems to be about 3 inches wide, 5 inches long. Next we will do the teeth impressions. Alright, and the x-rays I will take when we get back into the coroner's office. And next will be the photos, how the body is laying. And cardio, in this special case, we actually have found that there is food evidence, which is great because this means that this could be the suspect's bite marks for the victim. So this will give us a case jurisdiction for myself to testimony and yourself for being an eyewitness, so you're very lucky in that part. And, well, with that, now I must take the body to the coroner's office. So Cardio, that was really special and amazing that you got to be a part of that. That took me about 8 years to get where I am today, and that took you 8 seconds.
Well, what was the schooling like to get where you were, Hannah?
Well, back in high school, the classes that I took were biology, chemistry, 4 years of math, 4 years of English, 2 years of a foreign language, 2 years of science, and I had to do a lot of volunteer work. After receiving my high school diploma, I was then accepted into Oregon State University, where I started to study dentistry, and I earned my Doctor of Dentistry of Science. And to receive that, I had to do extensive training, techniques, methods, hands-on experience, a lot of job shadows. After becoming certified by the American Association of Forensic Science, where I passed an exam with 25 cases under my belt and with 350 points, that was a very big part of my life. Then I went on to get my PhD, which classes I had to take were oral and forensic anthropology, methods and principles of forensic odontology, casework, histology, biochem, neuroscience, microbiology, and physiology. And that was presented to me by OSU. And after that, I graduated becoming a forensic odontologist. I will find you.